Welcome to today's video on designing fossil keychains.
Let's go to tinkercad.com. Now we'll log in using our school Gmail account and you can join your teacher's classroom using her class code. Once you've logged in, your screen should look like this. Click the Create button and select 3D Design to begin designing your project.
Let's get started by designing an ammonite keychain like this one. We'll start by dragging a scribble component onto our work plane like so, and go ahead and sketch out the ammonite fossil design. As you can see, I'm starting out with a swirl, and I'm going to create a 3D effect by drawing some lines like this, and you can do the same for your design, or you can choose to customize it as per your liking. If you do make a mistake, you're more than welcome to use the eraser tool, and you can also use these different tools at the bottom of your screen to select portions of your sketch and to edit it as per your liking. Here I'm almost done sketching out my ammonite design, and I think I'm happy with how this one looks, so I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And now I'm going to decrease the height of my component to 1/8 of an inch, like so, and I'm going to also set the fill to hollow. Now I'm going to return to my home view and I'm going to drag a solid cylinder onto my work plane. This time I'm going to set the height to 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to increase the length and width so that my ammonite design will fit inside. Make sure your height has been preserved, so here I'm editing it back to 1/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to select the sketch design and the base design, the cylinder base, and I'm going to align them using the Align tool so that it's vertically and horizontally aligned, and then I'll use this top align feature so that the hollow custom design is at the top of our solid cylinder. Finally, I'm going to select both the components and I'm going to group like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and set this design aside and we can start working on our next design. Again, I'm going to drag a scribble component onto my work plane, and this time we're going to draw the skeleton for a fish. Again, here you can be creative, but I'm going to choose to keep my design simple, and I'll draw a fish skeleton like so. I'm starting off with the vertebrae. I've already drawn the tail, and I'm creating a fish-like body. And finally, I'm going to create a head for my fish, and you might choose to add some fins as well. Alright, now that I think I like the way my design looks, I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And again, I'm going to set the fill to hollow and the height to 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm going to drag a solid cylinder onto my work plane, and I'm going to decrease the height to 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to increase its size so it's a bit larger, so that if I want, I have space to add some text like we see in this example, and a hole for the keychain as well. So I think this should be good, and we can always edit it if it's not large enough. But I like how this is. It has plenty of space for me to add some text and a keychain hole. So I'm going to go ahead and again center align and align it to the top as it already is. And I'll go ahead and group. Now for our third and final keychain design, I'm going to repeat the same process, and this time I'm going to draw a dinosaur keychain. You're more than welcome to get creative here, but again, I'm going to stick to a simple dinosaur design. Starting off with the tail, and I'm going to go ahead and enlarge the vertebrae for the body of my dinosaur. And I'm going to go narrow down again for the head. And here you can draw a head for your dinosaur. So I'm trying to the best of my ability. And you're more than welcome to get creative. Again, remember you can use the eraser tool. This might be a bit tricky on the trackpad of your laptop, so feel free to use the eraser tool. Next, I'm going to draw some arms and legs as well. And once I think I'm happy with how this looks, I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And again, I'm going to repeat the process of setting the fill to hollow, decreasing the size to 1/8 of an inch, and then again, I'm going to drag a solid cylinder onto my work plane, increase the dimensions, decrease the height to 1/4 of an inch, select both components, and then I'll use the Align tool to align horizontally, vertically, and to the top, like so. Here you'll notice that my solid cylinder is a bit too small to fit my hollow design, so I'm going to go ahead and enlarge it a bit. Again, I'll follow the same procedure to align it vertically, horizontally, and to the top as it already is. And in this case, I am going to go ahead and add some customized text and a keychain hole. So I'm going to choose to actually slide the hollow fossil design a bit down so I have space for my text. Then again, I'm going to select both components and group. Now here you have the choice of customizing all of these keychains however you like. For me, I'm going to go ahead and design the fish fossil this time. In my previous example here, I've designed the dinosaur, and you're more than welcome to customize the ammonite as well. But for my design, I'm going to go ahead and search for curved text, and I'll scroll down a bit until I see this option that I'll go ahead and drag onto the face of the keychain that I want to customize. Now I'm going to go ahead and customize the text with either a date, or maybe you can add your name, or if you'd like to add both, that's an option as well. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and return to the home view so I can get a better perspective. And I'm going to go ahead and for this text component, I'm going to decide to increase its thickness a bit so it stands out. And you can also adjust the size of the text, the arc, the radius, the height as per your liking. So feel free to get customize that component as well. Now finally, we need a little hole for our keychain. So I'm going to go ahead and drag a hollow cylinder onto my work plane, and I'll set the dimensions to 0.25 by 0.25 of an inch. Then I'm going to go ahead and drag this component to overlap with my current keychain, and then I'm going to go ahead and slide it down a bit so it cuts entirely through the base of my keychain. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and group the keychain base and the hollow cylinder to create a slot for my keychain. This might just take 1 second. Alright, and now as you can see, I have my keychain design with my custom fossil, a custom text, and a slot to hang my keychain. Now you can also get a bit creative with the colors of your keychain, so go ahead and customize that as per your liking. And there you have it. Custom keychains as we learn about fossils. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.